Hello, everybody. Welcome to my UNIV 101 final story of a lifelong learner. My name is Drew. I'm the class of 2026 at the University of Arizona. Hey, what's up? Let's get right into it. All right, so where am I from? So geographically, from San Diego, California, United States. I lived in Lemon Grove, which is a border city of San Diego from about 2012 to the present. I also lived in La Mesa for a little bit. Ethnically, I am black, white, which is German and American Caucasian, and Native American, which I don't know too much about. I just know that it's on my dad's side. My most impactful learning moments that I've had coming prior to UA has definitely been one, just how I grew up and the environment I was in. I was in a pretty interesting school environment growing up in a project-based school and not having certain aspects that are pretty prominent in college, which is the amount of research you got to do and some of the rigorous work that I had. I had a project-based school, it was a charter school as well, so it was a small community. I grew up middle class, so I was probably one of the quote-unquote richer kids. Had some free spending money, but definitely was not entirely comfortable all the time, though I was very lucky. As through COVID, I really expanded on just my gratitude for what I have, as both my parents got to keep their jobs, and I was able to basically have a relatively normal life throughout that time. So overall, that's one of just the biggest learning moments, was really just to be grateful for what you have. And then I guess ethnically, kind of how I see the world, definitely there is an impact with being half black, and by my pictures of me, as you can see, I'm very white. So with that being said, I definitely have a pretty skewed, or I guess different way to look at the world. But overall, I definitely believe that my biggest lesson that I learned is that no matter how you look, no matter what you are, everyone is going to be a little different, and it's important to learn from one another rather than hate on each other for possibly just different viewpoints. I'm inspired by many culturally, musically, academically. Just I have too many names to name, but overall, just a lot of things have shaped who I am today, especially just my family and where I grew up. Where am I now? So my approach to the world, that's one of the biggest things after coming to UA, is that a lot of people believe that your viewpoint kind of changes, or something about you changes quite heavily. And overall for me, haven't changed much. I think definitely I can say that I've doubled down on stuff I believe, which is, to once again learn from one another. I definitely believe that I haven't changed too much in that ideological aspect. Physically, I put on some weight, but other than that, nothing much has really changed. My intended major is journalism. I don't have an intended minor right now, but overall, I'm looking to have my minor be something that's relation to people. So initially, I thought it might be psychology, but after struggling in a psych class this first semester, I definitely would have to say that might not be the best path for me, but something to do with people would definitely be my minor, or possibly a double major. An aspect of my game, so to speak, that needs some work is my researching skills. Coming from a project-based school, we didn't have to do too much research. It was very borderline, very, very basic, didn't go past the first page. I know how to use Google Docs pretty well, but that's really it. My strength is writing overall. I'm just a writer. It's just what I kind of naturally have a skill at. And I, of course, can always improve on it, and I feel like I have so far this first semester. However, I think it was already a strength, which was very, very nice to have. Has my personal history or just world history changed how I think? Yes, I would say during my high school time, yeah, my way of thinking changed every single day. But as of now, no. Coming to UA, it hasn't changed how I think, though it's taken a lot of time to adjust overall. The social science perspective is something that we went into, and it's probably how I think the most, is on a very person-to-person societal way. I definitely see the world in a way that not everyone agrees with. However, it's mostly based on just kind of how we run as a people and as a society, and overall, it really drives kind of how I look at everything. I realize I have a typo, but yeah, I could use work, not walk, when I'm cooking Chinese food here. Uh, I could use work on the natural science perspective, which is more like the sciencey aspect. I'm not a very sciencey person outside of biology, really, and I guess psychology because I had an interest, but outside of kind of what a natural perspective would be, it would definitely need some work. I don't even know how to improve it at this point. That's just going to take some work. To enhance my major, the gen eds I'll need to take will more than likely have to be anything that has to do with people, like I said, to kind of double down on how I see the world, but also to improve it. I need to take classes that are a little outside what I think. Definitely don't take things I know I don't enjoy, but take some classes that I've never had or kind of loosely relate to things I'm already interested in. And overall, I think any major could enhance, or not any major, any gen ed class could enhance my major due to the fact that, my major could possibly change, but also it could allow me to expand on what I already know and also what I don't know. I think that's more important, is figuring out what you don't know about yourself and what you don't know about the world, really. Where do I see myself going? I definitely see myself academically either being graduated within the next 5 years with an undergrad, or to probably be in school still. If I'm choosing a double major, I would double major with journalism or something else, or maybe I'd switch to maybe an English and creative writing double major. That's the only thing I can think of that I would switch it to. But in 5 years, I feel like I should be graduated and either moved back home or moved in with my girlfriend, somewhere in there. I do not know. I'd probably be back in California by then. I don't know if I'll be in Arizona. I don't really know where I'd be overall. Professionally, I hope I at least have a journalism internship. If I stick with journalism, I hope to stick with journalism. So professionally, I am definitely 100% hoping on having an internship, more than hopefully in San Diego, academically graduated with an undergrad. And personally, I would love to still be with my girlfriend. That's, of course, the plan, and of course to just be the healthy me that I am. Some milestones or intermediate goals that I have to help me get to where I need to get to. I need to get a job or an internship in journalism while I'm in college, because that's the best time to do it. And I think just stay on top of my classes, get the A's. My current thoughts on my possible careers: I want to be in sports and political journalism, but I'm open to anything. My possible career for what I could do, or just getting any sort of extra training like graduate school, or really just any other internships would, of course, be internships within the journalism career. I could go to graduate school. I don't think I am, but I don't know yet. It all depends on where life takes me. I'll probably decide that more near my junior year. I'm still a freshman. Excuse me. Some stuff I would like to learn outside of academic learning, with the more formalities of everything, would once again just possibly anything to do with people, and just learn different cultures and just what everything ends up being in this world. In America, we are kind of the melting pot, but we're also missing so much. And I would like to travel a lot and just learn about everybody. I feel like people have so much to offer, and it's really, really interesting what you can learn just from a little visit. And for my Wonder Journal, the Wonder Journal was literally a journal of wonders that we had. Anything I'd like to pursue, once again, would definitely be why people think the way they do and why they go about their lives the way they do, outside of maybe cultural tendencies. And that's just really it. Outside of that, my Wonder Journal was pretty bland. It was kind of depressing. But when it comes to exploration, I'm hoping mostly to just kind of get it to be this human exploration level of my life. I just constantly want to know where people are. Growing up, I just wanted to help people. Now I want to learn about people. Haven't changed too much. But overall, that is my final. That is my UNIV 101. It's been an amazing first semester. I'll see you all later. My name is Drew Redline, hopefully graduating class of 2026.